Yeah, I totally understand. And you know what? When the veil is fully lifted and they um, become fully connected to what's really going on through their intuition, it'll all start making sense. It'll all start making sense because right now everyone's under a spell. Everyone's under some sort of a matrix program that really limits reality to just one realm, angels, demons, and that's it, without encompassing the different realms and the different densities that even our own quantum science is now proving. So, the way I see it, Nino, is that you know I don't have anything against Christianity. In fact, my roots are in Christianity. It's just I happen to kind of see the bigger picture. I do believe in creation by intelligent design, but there's more to it. And I disagree with evolution. We don't come from that. That is the biggest deception. We don't come from monkeys. And another deception is that the Anunnaki created us. That is another deception within our community that many people are buying into. And according to my research, the Anunnaki did not create us. In fact, they did the opposite. They downgraded us. We were originally created by God as a 12-strand DNA immortal race. And then the Anunnaki showed up and they completely messed us up by mixing our DNA with primitive Homo erectus from Africa and in order to create a slave race. Now, in the Bible, those are known as the fallen ones or the watchers. So even in the book of Enoch, which is one of the many books that was left out, goes into great detail about the fallen angels that were not allowed to tamper with God's original creation, but they did. And you're probably thinking, well, why would God allow that? Because we do live in a free will universe. So
So who are the Nephilim
the Nephilim are the fallen Anunnaki. Those are the ones that rebelled against God.
and the genetically modified, genetically manipulated DNA that I was talking about earlier, correct? Those would
Yeah,
be the Nephilim.
yeah. We were never supposed to mix with the apes. They messed everything up, and that's how they were able to create a slave race. And that's how they, in turn, they created the first organized religions in Babylon. Where do you think all organized religions originated from? Babylon, idolatry, and then later, the Roman Catholic Church was the reorganization of that in order to disconnect us from God, so that they could have human mediators, so that they could control us. And even the Protestant religion and the Calvinists and all those splinter groups that broke off from the original mother harlot, which, by the way, Revelation 17, the abomination of desolation is the Roman Church, is Babylon, is the seat of the core of the cabal. Even they were just different expressions of the mother harlot. So, what we're going to be seeing at the coming of the kingdom of light is all of those organized religions crumbling, because at that point, once people are reconnected with their what is called their higher self, which is what we call Christ, the higher self is the Christ. Everyone's going to understand the truth. Everyone's going to have that direct knowledge, and we will no longer be deceived. Now, there was one more thing I wanted to share that was very important to go along with this conversation. Um, it slipped my mind.
There's a lot here. There's a lot here anyway. No, this has been an incredible podcast. But so, when do you think? What's the time frame in your mind? How fast is this going to roll out? All of this. How fast do you think? Are you saying 3 to 4 years? The B system will be rolled in. Would you say a decade? Would you say 20 years, 50 years? When do you think the B system is going to roll out? If I had to imagine, I would say the next 5 to 10 years.
Sooner than that, my friend.
Sooner. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with cryptocurrency?
Yes, blockchain technology, which Elon Musk is big on that, and it has a lot to do with the fact that he's going to own 90% of all the media. And yeah, at first he's going to give us free speech. He's going to
This
give
guy's
us,
going to own 90% of all the media.
yeah, he's in the process of buying
This
Fox
is
News.
way too much power for one man. That's why I've always said on my shows, who's behind this guy?
Yeah, and he's even going to buy out MSM, NBC, all that stuff. But again, initially he's going to give us free speech. He already gave Alex Jones his platform back on X, so he's going to give us free speech. And then he's going to enforce, once everything's in digital form. And I'm starting to think, my friend, that this whole quantum financial system is starting off as a good thing, but as a result of the Trojan horse, when Elon takes full absolute control through Starlink, I have a feeling that that Starlink is going to become what we saw in the Terminator as the Skynet, where at that point he's going to, yeah.
So do you think so? What you're saying is it's going to be a bait and switch. He's herding us all into this place where he's going to just shut the door on us and say, "Now you got to take the mark."
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's what he's doing. He's herding the cattle into one direction, giving us all this free stuff, free speech, free this, free that, Starlink, internet, and then boom, shuts the doors on us and goes, okay, now y'all got to take the mark.
Yeah, because
But
at
don't
that point,
worry, it's good for you. It's a lot faster. It'll work quicker, that kind of thing.
yeah, and it's all going to start with, having a digital ID. It's all going to start with that. And he even has mentioned it in several podcasts that we will all be under universal income. And also, when you think about it, who do you think's rolling out the robots? Tesla robots. Now, everyone for 8,000 or $30,000 could buy. Anyone could buy their own robot now. It's called Tesla Bot, where they could do all your chores, clean your house. You know, I think he
Like the
calls it.
Jetsons, man.
Yeah. So basically, the reason he said everyone's going to have universal income is because he's going to, all his robots are going to take over the workforce, and everyone that's working in every field is going to lose their jobs to robots because robots don't complain, they don't sleep, and they're free. Not free, but they free labor at that point. So people are going to start losing their jobs, and that's
I
what we
mean,
need.
think about how housewives are going to be replaced because you can have sex with these robots now. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I've seen
These
it, and
sex bots. I mean, it's insane. Like they look like beautiful women, and if they're going to be doing the housework, hey man, I might just go for it. No.
he, not to mention he already developed a robot that could actually carry your baby for 9 months.
No way.
Yeah,
Like in an incubator, like they have like what? They're replacing women
they're replacing natural birth. This is demonic, my friend. This is heading
all the
into.
way demonic.
But this is the thing. For those that do take the mark of the beast, who are going to be sold on the idea of achieving telepathy, telekinesis, and immortality through technology, they're going to be going into a separate timeline where they are going to be ruled by the Antichrist for 1,000 years. We are not going to be part of that timeline. The righteous are going to be separating from that timeline. Right now, those timelines are coexisting, but very soon there's going to be a split in timelines. And when that split happens, my friend, the righteous are going to be going into a different earth where there is no evil and there is no evil.
Hold on, I'm trying to wrap my mind around this. This does seem like it's just around the corner. So basically, very powerful men won't have to worry about lawfare or anything, women coming after them if they can buy an AI robot woman that looks and feels like a woman and can carry your baby and do the chores around the house, do the dishes, make you a sandwich. Women are going to be replaced quick.
Unfortunately, that's where the negative timeline is going. Yes, and
But we're not
unfortunately,
in the negative timeline. You
no.
said
Well, right now they're coexisting. All the timelines are coexisting. But very soon they're going to be splitting, and the righteous are going to go into a positive timeline. Those
Well, I
that
thought
do,
you said we're going to have 1,000 years of peace.
yes, we are. That's going to be the split. So the 1,000 years of peace begins when the split takes place. So once the bifurcation of these two coexisting timelines go their own ways,
So
separate ways.
wait. We're going to have the beast system with the 1,000 years of peace.
No, that's two different realities, my friend. But right now they're coexisting, but when they do bifurcate, when they split, we're not going to be witnessing the beast system. Everything's going to go back to God's original plan, back to the Garden of Eden.
Would that be the rapture?
Yes, that's the rapture. That's the separation from the wheat, from the tares, where the righteous go one way and the wicked go the other way.
Okay, so there's going to be two timelines, and this is going to split. So basically, but we're going to see the creation of both. We're going to see it. The two timelines are coexisting simultaneously, and then within 5 to 10 years, it splits. This year, it splits.
Within the next 4 years, my friend. Yeah, the reason I say within the next 4 years is because this current reality construct, this hologram that we've been thrown into, when again the fallen angels, the Watchers, going back into the olden days, using Saturn and the Moon to keep us, locked into this low frequency, that comes to an end in 2028. So by 2028, we're going to have to make a choice. Are we going to be part of a biological digital convergence and go into a cybernetic reality? Or are we going to be defying that, choosing the right, not being part of that, and going into an optimal, positive reality where we have 1,000 years of peace as a result of that?
All right, I'm going to leave this up for my audience to decide. Folks, give me a comment down below. You let me know what you think. There was a hell of a lot to unpack here. This was a great podcast. I always have a great podcast with Ismael. Ismael Perez, everybody, give him a thumbs up. Where do they find you, Ismael?
My website is our cosmicorigin.com, where you can find me, all my links, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, everything. I'm also going to be making an appearance in a presentation this coming February at the Conscious Live Expo here in Los Angeles. And the name of my topic is Transmuting the AI Timeline and Co-Creating the New Earth as Stewards of the One God. Now, yeah, that's it. Our cosmicorigin.com. That's my website.